Okay, so sorry about that for anyone that was watching. Which I was paying attention to the road, so I don't even know who was watching it and who wasn't. But, oh man. Oh, that was rough to see, man. Oh man, that was not. So, how do I explain this? So I was driving down I was driving down Warm Springs to get to the 215, lead me into the 15, blah 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 blah. And on Warm Springs, I'm like a mile away from the on ramp, and all three lanes merge down to one. And there's two firefighters, there's an ambulance, and I guess one or two police officers. Yeah, two police cars. And there was even more sirens coming back over to the area. And you really couldn't see much from where we were at driving. But then it did open up a little bit. And when it did open up, you get to see some wonderfully jacked up stuff. There was an individual. I saw the person that was laying on the ground, and like they had like some sort of sheet like hanging over them, blocking the sun. And there was quite a few people crowded over there, like onlookers, whatever. And it's like, dude, let the medical professionals take care of this shit. But from the looks of it, I think it was a hit and run. But it was not pretty. That guy was pretty messed up. Was an unfortunate event to have to happen to anybody. Not sure what happened. Like I said, I got there after it did, and the guy was in the ground, and paramedics and stuff were coming. But it's a rough thing, man, to think that that's someone's brother, someone's father, probably someone's son. You know, that's someone's loved one. Someone cared enough about that person. So, and it's rough seeing that's kind of where you end. Not to know, like, hey, the guy could have been alive, just unconscious, or this, that, and the other, but it's not very pretty. And yeah, you run into these things, man. I see accidents all the time out in Vegas. Very rarely do people actually ever witness the accident take place, because there are so many things in life that happen in a fraction of a second, and then it's over with. So to witness a crash, an accident, this, that, and the other, it's a very rare thing. But statistically, because of how often we're moving about in life and how often we're going from one place to another, how often our eyes are open to the outside world, we're gonna see these things one way or another. Like I've seen accidents. I've seen plenty of accidents in my life, like witness them firsthand, or catch the tail end of it, or like the direct aftermath. Like you don't see the hit, but you see the skid of the car, as the brakes are applied to, stop. There was a time back out in, oh shit, nope. Not Star, it's the next one. There was a time I got into an accident. Use air quotes with that. I was driving a Mustang, right? It was a 2001 Ford Mustang convertible top. It was a junker. I paid way more than it was worth. With all the work that thing needed on it, I should not have paid $2,000. I should have looked at the guy and been like $1,500. I shouldn't have said $2,000. No, stupid me. Anyway, I was about to turn left to go home. I think I was on. No, I wasn't on El Toro. Not Bake Parkway. The road I was on was a road that connects Bake Parkway and El Toro and Lake Forest. I'm trying to remember the name of the road, but so I'm going to make a left so I can go home. I'm at the light, and I think it was a black Camaro, it hit me. But I don't think it did any damage. I think, you know, well, it hit me, probably did damage. Who knows? That car was all fucked up anyway, mine. So it hit me, and it jerked me forward. I'm like, what the hell? And I look back, and I see the car, and it reverses back a little. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like, all right, well, we're going to pull over, and I'm basically going to tell them, like, look, this is obviously your fault, but it's a piece of shit car. There's no damage to it. So if you ask me, no harm, no foul. I don't want to deal with the paperwork or anything like that. This car is probably going to last 3 months anyway before you guys even touch it. So I was basically going to tell people, hey, it's a shit car anyway. Accidents happen. I'm just going to let it go. Don't worry about it. If you want to get insurance involved, by all means, we will. I'd rather not. I just don't want to fuck with it. And that's what my plan was. That's what I was going to tell these people. But instead, because what happened, it was really weird because that's what I had planned to do. But then they hit me again. And we were both already stopped the light. So coming up to the light, they hit me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then they stayed behind me, hit me a second time. Like, you're already stopped, so then going and hitting me again, it's like, what the fuck, dude? So then I hang a left and I pull over, you know, in the first part of the sidewalk where, you know, you can pull over somewhere. And they just zoomed by, and I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, like, these guys are obviously freaking out. They don't want to get caught up in anything. And I didn't get their license plate. And that's the thing, is I followed them in the neighborhood all the way around. I followed them all around Lake Forest, and they lost me when they got on the freeway. Or I lost them when they got on the freeway. Because at that point, when they took off, that's what I wanted to get the information. But they were going so fast, I couldn't make out their license plate. But like, it was crazy. They were like running red lights and busy streets and shit. Like, it was insane.